awkward 8 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't a joke. A lot of shit. Isn't this exciting? Don't want to have super exciting lives. Yeah. You, sir. Did you leave your kids with a babysitter tonight before you came out? Did you do your last bit of laundry? Did you remember to take the dog out before you came downtown? Yeah. I stared at spreadsheets all day. I can relate. So I'm trying to figure out a way to tone down my rock star lifestyle. And I thought, what better way to do that than with lifelong monogamy? Guys, I got married this year. Finally off the market. So after the wedding, I took my husband to SeaWorld to show him how the other trapped and depressed mammals live. But mainly as a preview to what I would look like in 20 years. Sir, what's your name? Brent. I need you to take this from me, Brent. Don't ask me where to put it. I don't work here. Jeez. Brent didn't prepare for tonight either. There's two of us. Gosh, like a lot of women, I started working out like crazy and hitting the gym before the wedding, squatting to pick up the cupcake, curling it to get it in my mouth. Working out is difficult, but dieting is so hard. It's hard work, right? You feel me. You know it's hard. Yeah. The closest I think I've been to dieting this year was deleting the food searches out of my browser history. It counts. Right? Gotta love the digital age. Isn't it wonderful? Like every time you type into Google, you're searching for preparation H wipes. There's some guy up in the cloud making a note of it, saving it for you for later, so that when you're in a group of your closest peers and you pull up your Google search, everyone knows exactly what you've been dealing with the last 2 weeks. I don't think my parents have quite grasped technology, especially when it comes to texting. So a couple of months ago, I sent my mom a text and I said, Mom, recently got promoted to senior accountant. Yeah, 5 of you know what that is. It's a big deal. So she texts me back in all caps, WTF, 5 exclamation points. Now, either my mom thinks I am a highly incapable person, or we have different meanings for those 3 letters. So I texted her back, I said, Mom, what do you think WTF stands for? You know what she says? Well, that's fantastic! Still a good child. That's the thing about texting and email, right? You can never interpret a person's tone. Had I been standing there in front of my mom having this conversation, she would have been like, WTF? And I would have known immediately she had no idea what those words meant. Absolutely not. But instead, what I read was, WTF, you worthless piece of garbage. This happens all the time with emails, especially work emails, right? Like you email your coworker and you're like, gave it a stab. Well, what you're really saying is, did the bare minimum. Yeah, I know. Or when you get that email from your boss for that project you've been working on, and he sends you the email and he says, no worries, I'll take care of it. Yeah. What he really means is you royally screwed this up. And I wish I could fire you. My favorite emails are the emails that you get from new employees, right? Because they all end the same. Best of luck. What he's saying is, she'll never be able to open that attachment. I had a client send me an email the other day, asked me for a fax number. So the only thing I could think was I was about to get a really important document from 1995. And if I didn't wait by that fax machine, I would never know whether or not Tupac was still alive. I think technology is dangerous. And not in the whole like miscommunication or Big Brother kind of way, but in the way where I think Google is actively trying to murder me. When I graduated college, I went on a road trip. I was driving through Kansas like 11 o'clock at night, so I Google mapped the closest Holiday Inn. Where I wound up was no Holiday. Before I could reroute, I was driving through a trailer park at 2 o'clock in the morning where the Sons of Anarchy were warming themselves over barrel fires. Without that moment, that I really wish Google had consulted me on the level of danger I wanted with my trip. Like after I typed in my destination, Google popped up and said, okay, Marissa, on a scale of 1 to 5, how dangerous would you like your drive to be? If you press 1, I will get you to your destination using the safest and shortest route available. If you press 5, there will be a 90% chance of bodily harm and never arriving to your destination. Like, just ask me. I will press 3 sometimes just to feel alive. I'm sorry. It's not you guys, it's me. I am tired all the time now. I totally take back all those times I didn't want to nap when I was younger. Like I wish my adult self could visit me in preschool and be like, listen here, kid. It's just the best it's ever going to get. One day, you're going to grow up and you're going to be an accountant. And you're going to get married. And you're going to have to live with cooties the rest of your life. Just take the freaking nap. You're welcome. I see Hurricane Matthew didn't kill all of you, which is unfortunate. Because it would have made this set a lot easier. I spent the wee hours of the hurricane with my husband's family and his 10-year-old niece, who is awesome. She's in 5th grade and learning to master the English language, just like we all did when we were 10. And she recently asked me what the difference between potential and reality was. So I looked over at my mom, I said, Dana, if you had $1 million, who would you hook up with? Dana said, without hesitation, George Clooney, naturally. So I looked at her older sister, I said, Liz, if you had $1 million, who would you hook up with? Liz said, Brad Pitt, also without any hesitation. So I asked her uncle, I said, Jeremy, I said, for $1 million, would you hook up with Brad Pitt or George Clooney? Jeremy didn't answer that fast. He took some time, but he said, you know what? If my family really needed the money, okay, I would sleep with Brad Pitt. So I turned back to my niece and I said, you see, potentially we're sitting with 3 millionaires, but in reality, we're sitting with 2 prostitutes and a homosexual.